focus, ideate, innovate, enable.
Mercedes-Benz India recently organized a special event to launch and showcase the all-new Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Inspired by the new car, the theme for the evening was the spirit of never stop improving, and the event was attended by the brand's leading customers and dealers in New Delhi.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to everyone here. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Lisa Mangaldas, and it is my privilege to be your host this evening. And as you know, tonight we're here to celebrate the spirit of never stop improving. Now, we live in an amazing world full of incredible possibilities and indefinite opportunities, but we have to be able to recognize and embrace change if we want to make the most of those opportunities, if we want to grow, if we want to succeed, if we want to improve. We have got to continuously strive to better ourselves. And it is that spirit that Mercedes-Benz is celebrating tonight, that drive to never stop improving. Because after all, that is the cornerstone of innovation. And so tonight, we share with you both individuals and machines that truly embody this spirit of never stop improving. So without further ado, I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Michael Yop, Vice President, Sales and Marketing at Mercedes-Benz India, to tell us how the brand approaches this philosophy as well as how the cars they build reflect it. Mr. Michael Yop, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Lisa, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a very great pleasure and honor to host you here tonight for this wonderful evening. 2018 is a year of undisputed leadership for Mercedes-Benz in India. The first half of 2018 was quite successful for us as we sold 8,061 units, and actually for us and for the industry, we set a new sales record in the luxury segment and actually witnessing a growth of more than 12%. In the January to June period of this year. But what is probably even more important, our leadership is not only limited to numbers. We have worked really diligently on providing the best buying and ownership experience to our customers. As a resultant of that, we have been voted many, many times in a row #1 in customer satisfaction as well. Thank you so much. Today, we are here together with CNBC to witness the spirit of never stop improving, as we already heard. The endless pursuit to perfection is something that we have imbibed in our culture, truly reflecting our philosophy of the best keeps leading, which also happens to be our motto for this year. The same spirit is also embodied in the new C-Class, and we also wanted to take this opportunity here tonight to show this to you as our first discerning customers to experience this wonderful new car. Ever since the inception of the C-Class in 1982, it has been a remarkable journey of never stop improving. The C-Class has been a true trendsetter in its segment. And it's amazing how 36 years can witness 5 generations of a particular model so successfully. Globally, we have sold more than 9.5 million units of the C-Class. And again, the spirit of never stop improving has been the key to this success. The new C-Class that we launched today comes with multiple new features that will redefine the segment once again. Probably to name the most important, it's the new BS6 compliant engine, which does the car not make only much sportier, peak horsepower of 245 horsepower and 500 Newton meters of torque, but it's also our dedication of bringing the cleanest, most modern technology to our Indian customers. Looking at the outside, the new headlamps and tail lamps are state-of-the-art and make the car appeal to buyers from all segments. The interior appointments of the C-Class are one of the best in the segment, and today is truly a night of celebration, and we have quite a few surprises lined up for you. I'm really looking forward to the evening, and I truly hope you are as well. And now let me show you a short film first, and then we get the evening started. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Let's go!
Exemplifying the spirit of never stop improving, the exclusive event had two of India's finest sports personalities, Pullela Gopichand and Sunil Chhetri, grace the occasion and talk about their journey to the pursuit of excellence and how the spirit of never stop improving made a defining impact on their lives and careers.
As you all know, Sunil Chhetri is the captain of the Indian national team, the football team, and he's also the top goal scorer. And Pullela Gopichand is the chief national coach of the Indian badminton team. They're both Arjuna awardees. They've made invaluable contribution to sports in our country. And they truly, truly embody this value that you can never stop improving. It is impossible to reach that level of accomplishment unless you commit yourself to this philosophy. So we're really excited to hear both your stories, and we're going to start with Sunil. So let's give another round of applause to Sunil Chhetri, ladies and gentlemen. Please join me on stage, Sunil.
Before I had to come here, the organizers came to my room and they said, "You need some makeup." Me and my mom truly believe that I'm perfect and I don't need makeup. But my wife and my sister were like, "No, please, Karalo makeup. He needs it." So unlike our lovely beauties over here, something, no matter how much you try, will never stop improving. But I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying to look better. To something serious part. I know whenever we are growing up, for all the whole crowd over here, apart from some few kids, yeah, for all of us when we are growing up, we always try to chase somebody in the class or on the pitch or in your neighborhood, somebody who was doing better. And their parents were like, "Arey, why are you not like Raj? He got 94%. You know, why are you not like Vidya? She's so good in badminton. Why are you not like Pankaj, who is so good in maths?" And I'm sure all of you must have heard it from your parents. Have you? Yep. Have you heard that? Yep. And I'm sure, like me, you must have also chased Vidya and Raj and Rajveer, you know, trying to chase them and try to be better than them. Same thing happened to me. I heard so much from my parents that he is good in maths, this, that, and I started chasing. Then one day I realized, if you have one person who is doing well and you want to chase them, what happens when you become better than them? What happens when you get 95% and you're better than Raj? What happens when you are a little bit better than Vidya? Then you stop improving because the goal is done. Then I realized the only person that I want to be better is myself. So tomorrow, I'll be better than what I am today. And I'll make sure that happens. Because then two things happens. Number one, I could never be jealous of Sunil Chhetri because I was chasing him. I had never had ill feelings for Sunil Chhetri because I wanted to be like him or be better than him the next day. And it made me more relaxed because it was very, very simple. I was trying to be better than Sunil Chhetri in a day-to-day basis. It was very, very simple. It was more achievable. So what I did was, let's take one day at a time. Let's make sure that everything that I do today makes me a better player and hopefully a better person the next day. And that's how I started. And trust me, gentlemen, ladies, everyone over here, it really, really, really works. It is just simple things, but done every day with some dedication to improve every day, which eventually makes a Sania Nehwal, or a Sania Mirza, or a Lender Pace, or a Virat Kohli, or anyone. If you go and ask them, I'm telling you, I'm guaranteeing you, nobody can give you a blueprint or a magic wand saying, you know what, you do this, and eventually you'll become this. Never happens. So, every day is the mantra. For example, recently I changed my diet. A lot of people do it, I'm sure. So when I did this research and I met the people and the doctors involved, they gave me a plan. But this time, one good thing that I realized was, nobody can help me but me, myself, on being disciplined. Because I wanted to improve every day. How do I improve? I do it right. 4 pieces of oranges, means 4 pieces of oranges, not a 5th one. 6 pieces of almonds means 6 and not 7th. You got to eat more of what you need and very less, no pizzas, of what you want. That's the mantra. And this is a small thing that I'm telling you, and you must be thinking, what's food got to do with it? Why is it talking about pizzas and food? Trust me, sir, it starts there. It's about telling your mind, this is what I want, and this is how I'm going to do it. Now, it again sounds a small thing. If I tell you to do in one day, you will do it. If I tell you to do it every day, you will say, get lost. So the only mantra that I can give you is, make sure when you sleep at night, you get a feeling that, you know what, today I gave everything. If my boss likes me or not, if I'm going to get the increment or not, if they're going to like me or not, if I'm going to win or not, if I'm going to lose or not, it's not in your hand. It never was, it never will be. The only thing which is in your hand is to make sure every day counts. Every day I give my best. And trust me, guys, you get a great sleep. Even in the days that I've lost a game, but I know I gave 100% of myself, I sleep peacefully. And even in the days when we have won, and I know I didn't give my 100%, it bothers you. And it should bother every one of you. You'll have good days, you'll have bad days. But if every day you have a mantra of making sure you want to improve yourself and be a better version of yourself, it'll be great. I wish you all very best in life, and make sure, like our lovely three models over here, we don't stop improving. And at the end, we have a better nation to live. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you so much, ladies, for having me.
Mercedes-Benz India recently launched the all-new C-Class in an exclusive event in New Delhi. Present at the event to talk on the theme, the spirit of never stop improving, were Sunil Chhetri and Pullela Gopichand, two sporting legends that have made India proud both on as well as off the field.
Well, from one legend to another, I'd like to welcome Pullela Gopichand, ladies and gentlemen.
I think for me, I resonate so much of what Sunil has said. For me to maybe infer that possibly this is the way it is done. I never knew that I would play sport this long when I started. When I won the All England, one of the most respected newspapers actually said that the day I picked up my racket, I dreamt I would be an All England champion. That day, it was a big lesson for me. And it was never trust the press. Because it was the furthest from what I had thought. I played the sport because I loved the sport. I went to a summer camp because my mother thought I was playing too much at home. I was breaking window panes. So my neighbors complained. So she took me to the stadium. I actually went to play cricket because 85. So all of India was under the 83 fever of the World Cup. So I went to play cricket. Cricket was full. So we passed the next ground. It was tennis. My parents decided against it because there were too many cars parked outside. They thought it was a rich man's sport. So we went to the badminton hall, which was empty. And that's why I started playing the sport. I wanted to be better than the few people around me, 4 of my friends. I don't know how I realized it, but very quickly I realized that if they play at 6 o'clock, and if I also do the same thing, I'll never be better than them. So I would go half an hour early. I would stay back 10 minutes late. After school, I would run 10 minutes before. And I would play a little more than them, thinking that if I play more than them, I would be better than them. And soon, in a year's time, I won my first district to go to the state championships. And I realized that the 4 people continued to be with me. The names and faces had changed, but I needed to compete against 4 people. And when I competed against them, I realized that I need to work harder than them to beat them. I did that, went to the nationals, and when I went to the nationals, also the story was the same, and I went to the internationals, also the story was the same. But the 4 people, names had changed, their nationalities had changed, but the principle of hard work remained the same. You need to work harder than your competition. And for years on, I went on to think that this was what the story was. You need to be better than your competition, so you need to look, spy, find out what they're doing, and do better than them. For me, after around 96, 97, things changed. The 4 people next to me didn't matter. All it mattered was I the best of what I could be? And for me, that changed the entire perspective of things. Suddenly, the pressure which I felt about competition wasn't there. I would be happy if somebody pushed me. I would be happy if the competition really pushed me. and I enjoyed my competition. And those were the best years of my life competing. So for me, those are big lessons in my life. I think post my badminton career, in 2002, I had another surgery, this time on my right knee, which was an overuse injury because of the kind of pressure I put on my right knee unknowingly over the years. And I had a wear and tear surgery, and that's when I shifted to coaching. And by 2004, I had actually moved to coaching full-time because I somehow felt that it was more beneficial for me to stop playing than to actually continue playing, because I could see these young kids who were, Saina was 13, Kashyap was 16, Sindhu was 9, Sikki Reddy, Sai Praneeth. They were all from that first group of 25 kids whom I started coaching in April of 2004. And I started coaching them, and small successes started to come in. 2006, Saina won a Grand Prix event. Then in 2008, we reached the first quarterfinals at the Olympics. In 2010, we won our first Commonwealth gold medal in the women's singles. 2018, recently, we had a team gold at the Commonwealth and the Asian Games. For me, this whole journey has been a great dream, has been such a great blessing. You just keep moving, and great things are possible, one step at a time. You need to be the best of what you can be. You need to push yourself, and God willing, great things will happen. I think in the same way, I wish all of you all the very best, and it's been such a pleasure coming here. Thank you very much.
Along with insightful talks, the event also had a special performance by Voctronica, an all-vocal ensemble bringing the magic of a cappella to life for the audience present at the event.
I'm extremely happy to launch the all-new C-Class tonight here in Delhi. Obviously, why we consider this car an all-new car, we have changed more than 6,500 parts into the car, and most of the car parts changes are actually not visible. Most of them happen under the hood. Most importantly being the all-new OEM 654 diesel engine, which features BS6 technology, so it's the cleanest possible diesel that you can get in the market. At the same time, the top model delivers up to 245 horsepowers and 500 Newton meters of torques. So it's not only economic, environmentally friendly, it's at the same time also very much fun to drive.
I think any Merc is a winner, and the new one is no exception. It's a great car and a great safe car.
Love Mercedes cars, man. They're very safe, they're very sturdy, and I just want to wish them all the luck. It's a very renowned company, a company that keeps re-innovating itself, and this is one of them. So I wish them all the luck, and I just hope that it can reach as many people as possible.